Hey truckers, we're back on the 61 GMC 5000. Today is going to be a little bit of a near blooper edition, so just to give you an update of where we are at this point. So we got the cross member notched on each side to lower it down low enough to fit inside the frame rail. Now I've got the factory bushing that was in the C50 set down into the C30 on that new cross member, so it's got the height, which is about 3/4 of an inch to an inch range. And the problem that I'm seeing is that we still got a lot of height here in between the frame rail and the bottom of the header panel. So what I'll be doing is either raising this down or lowering that up. I think what we'll have to do is either lower this section of this cross member down or notch some of the brace off of the header panel to lower this front. And get over here to the body mounts, and everything's just kind of mocked up to see where it would fall based off of the C10 mounts. And so these right here would sit right on top of the frame rails, a little small lip there, and the rest of it's welded to the frame. And the factory 60 to 62 front cab mounts are set in there as a mock-up, bolted in loosely, so it looks good there. And if we look at the rear mount that came off of the C10, it's going to sit about right here on the frame rail factory, just right above the top of the rail. So this one would actually raise up just a little bit to be able to have the spacing on the rear of the cab correct. So what does all that mean? I believe what I'll be looking at is keeping the front of the cab mount exactly where it's at, where it seats factory, lower the front down into the cross member, and maybe have to raise the rear up just a little bit to have the frame and the cab sitting in two parallel lines. So that's what we've got to do moving forward. Okay truckers, I would like to thank you for your likes and your follows and your shares, comments. So stay tuned for more on the C61, C50 over to the C30 chassis swap.